Well, it's just about, sun is trying to creep up through those clouds, and this herring's seen better days on that 11 gram CID shiver stick. We'll get this one in the bucket. Tom's got a couple already, and we'll keep going. Beauty. You. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another little episode. This morning's mission, we are setting out for some fresh fillets for the kids tonight. We are going to walk some beaches later on this morning, but for now, I've set up a burley bag. I've got gun angler Tom down here. He's throwing stick baits. We're hopefully going to find some tailor very early before the sun's up. It's a very light easterly, low swell. The barometer's low. We've got a little bit of cloud. I've set up the burley. I'm very, very hopeful of finding some fresh fillets for the kids. I'm going to get these fish hopefully coming to me as I've set up the burley. I'm going to put you on the chest cam as that sun creeps up. Very light winds, low swell, low barometer. It's all low, low, but we've got high hopes of finding some fish. So I'll get you on the chest cam and we'll see you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Almost light enough to see what I'm doing. And this could be a morning where I might not be changing my lure. So managed to get 4 herring already in the bucket. I'm really only after 6. That's for the kids' dinner. I'll get them off to school this morning. And I'm actually going to go walk another beach mid-morning and throw some metal jigs around because I wouldn't mind trying to attempt a flathead off the bottom, just depending on the wind. But yeah, I've kept this 11 gram shiver stick on and I've got all my hits right at my feet. Again, I've set up the burley bag. It's got a rag soaked in oil, got some fish frames in it, and got a lot of old bread. And that's just, you know, sort of right at my feet, that burley bag. And most of the hits I've been getting have just been before I've actually lifted the lure out of the water. So just really slowly winding this back in. And I'm sort of hopeful. There we go again, right at my feet. So I am cheating. Tom knows that I'm cheating because I've got the burley bag at my feet and he's being a good sport. So I just pulled hooks on that one. He's being a good sport and not coming over to the burley bag. He's obviously welcome. But let's see, I'll do 2 more casts this silver shiver stick, but I've had hits pretty much every cast. So it might be a morning where I can keep this lure on. I only need 2 more herring. So let's see how we go. It's really calm this morning, no wind. It's absolutely beautiful morning. I don't expect anything other than herring this morning. And again, perfectly fine. The kids will love that as fresh fillets tonight for dinner. And I'll go walk a beach later on this morning, throwing some metal jigs around, some slices, some little micros. Let's see if I can pick up a skippy or a flathead. So I'll do 1 more cast on this silver. So I said I've been getting hits pretty much every cast, so I haven't changed my lure yet. There's a lot of loose weed here as well. And again, I don't mind that weed being here because it's just going to bring in more bait, more little white bait, and obviously bring those fish through. So we'll make this the last cast on the shiver stick. The fish have gone shy now. I'll put the camera on. It's generally how it goes. I just can't believe how beautiful this morning is. The sound of those waves, the feet in the water, on the sand. Best way to start the day. Again, just slowly winding that in. The lure has all the action. You don't need to do too much with the rod. And generally, as I've just about ready to lift that lure out of the water, they've come through and crunched it. So we might, if we don't get one on this retrieve, we'll put on a little micro jig and I'm pretty hopeful these shiver sticks will be able to get me a few more though. I only need 2 more. There's a boat going out. Lucky guy, lucky girl, whoever's out there. Lucky angler. All right, we'll do a lure change. See how we go. All right, I was hopeful I didn't have to do a lure change, but again, the fish, they get camera shy. Tom's just put on his little shiver stick. I reckon he'll get one this cast. And I've just put on my 10 gram white little Major Craft micro jig. I'll just do 3 casts with this. I'm going to go back to the shiver stick, I reckon. I've got 4 herring in the bucket already, which is fantastic. Nice early bite. So 2 more herring. Surely I can manage 2 more herring. I'll be pretty disappointed if I cannot manage 2 more herring before I've got to take the kids to school. I think the key lately though, especially when it's calm like this, is to really present that lure as slow as possible through the water. Give those fish, there we go, bite, bite, bite. And I got one on the micro, Tom. Can I land it though? That was a real timid bite though. So that fish took about 3 goes at that. So, and again, this is probably one of the, I'd say this would be one of the smallest herring we'll see. It's actually doing not a lot. So we'll see how we go. So this will be number 5, so I only need one more. So I'm pretty confident we'll get the kids a nice little feed. And then I'll head out again later on this morning, try to attempt a flathead or a skippy for me and the wife. Oh, beauty! And it just jumped off. I like when they actually jump off for me. Oh, they still flick sand in the face. So we'll get this one. Let's put the rod back in the holder. Pretty mobile today. I've just got the little Vex wading bag, couple of trays. So I brought down some larger shiver sticks, but as you can see, it's a glass off, not a lot of swell. And got a very feisty herring. So he'll go in the bucket. Oh, and I think Tom's got one as well. So that's on the shiver stick like we said. So Tom's already been, we had a quick chat off camera. He said he's thrown micro jigs and the only hits he's been getting this morning have been on that. And they definitely do their best to flap about. So we'll get this one off. That's on the small 11-gram shiver stick. So that's number 6. So we might just now collect a couple for bait. And really early bite. So there was a major bite this morning, bite time. And again, not gospel, we don't have to go off it. That was, I think it was 3:20 to 5:20. We got all that fish, me and Tom, probably around 5 o'clock. I reckon you've still got another hour here if you wanted to, but we'll probably, that's number 6 will be in the bucket now. I'll get a couple more for bait, head back, get the kids to school, and then go walk another beach later. Beauty. That's Tom's one that he's just landed out. It's probably one of the big, better ones. They've been quite small lately. That's number 6, so we'll just go collect a few for bait now, then we'll be off. Absolute beautiful morning, no wind, hardly any swell. Great way to start the day. Very healthy. Heather, beauty. All right, I was hopeful I didn't have to do a lure change, but again, the fish, they get camera shy. Tom's just put on his little shiver stick. I reckon he'll get one this cast. And I've just put on my 10-gram white little Major Craft micro jig. I'll just do 3 casts with this. I'm going to go back to the shiver stick, I reckon. I've got 4 herring in the bucket already, which is fantastic. Nice early bite. So 2 more herring. Surely I can manage 2 more herring. I'll be pretty disappointed if I cannot manage 2 more herring before I've got to take the kids to school. I think the key lately though, especially when it's calm like this, is to really present that lure as slow as possible through the water. Give those fish, there we go, bite, bite, bite. And I got one on the micro, Tom. Can I land it though? That was a real timid bite though. So that fish took about 3 goes at that. So, and again, this is probably one of the, I'd say this would be one of the smallest herring we'll see. It's actually doing not a lot. So we'll see how we go. So this will be number 5, so I only need one more. So I'm pretty confident we'll get the kids a nice little feed. And then I'll head out again later on this morning, try to attempt a flathead or a skippy for me and the wife. Oh, beauty! And it just jumped off. I like when they actually jump off for me. Oh, they still flick sand in the face. So we'll get this one. Let's put the rod back in the holder. Pretty mobile today. I've just got the little Vex wading bag, couple of trays. So I brought down some larger shiver sticks, but as you can see, it's a glass off, not a lot of swell. And got a very feisty herring. So he'll go in the bucket. Oh, and I think Tom's got one as well. So that's on the shiver stick like we said. So Tom's already been, we had a quick chat off camera. He said he's thrown micro jigs and the only hits he's been getting this morning have been on that. And they definitely do their best to flap about. So we'll get this one off. That's on the small 11-gram shiver stick. So that's number 6. So we might just now collect a couple for bait. And really early bite. So there was a major bite this morning, bite time. And again, not gospel, we don't have to go off it. That was, I think it was 320 to 520. We got all that fish, me and Tom, probably around 5 o'clock. I reckon you've still got another hour here if you wanted to, but we'll probably, that's number 6 will be in the bucket now. I'll get a couple more for bait, head back, get the kids to school, and then go walk another beach later. Beauty. Okay, well that's it for part 1 of this morning's mission. Really early bite time. As I said, I'm just going to show you, I've set up the burley bag here. Not a lot of swell. In this bag, I've just got an oil that, a rag I've soaked in oil, a couple of fish frames, had some bread in it before. No swell, no wind. Tom's come down as well, had his fun. Managed to get some fresh fillets for the kids. I'm going to get the kids off to school, then I'm going to go walk another beach, put you back on the chest cam. It's going to show you what we managed to catch this morning, all on the 11 gram silver shiver stick. So I'll get down and show you what we managed to catch. So this is what we managed to catch this morning. Some really good sized herring. That one there's a beautiful sized herring, all on the little 11 gram silver shiver stick, rigged with those assist hooks. These are going to be fresh fillets tonight for the kids. As you can see, have a look at this. A complete glass off, no wind, very little swell. I've had my fun. It's not even 6:30 yet. Get these fish home in the fridge, and then we'll see you for part 2 later on this morning, where we go walk another beach, throw some lures, and hopefully catch a nice flathead tailor or skippy. See what's swimming around these local beaches. What a beautiful way to start the day. Beauty. You. All right, welcome back everyone. This is round 2. No sea breeze yet. Time is 9 o'clock. I'm armed with my 9'6" affinity from Assassin. Lots of keen walkers and swimmers, so I'm going to have to, there's going to be a few spots where I won't be able to cast, but going to give myself 30 minutes. I picked up some nice herring this morning, really early, all before sort of that 6 o'clock this morning. I've got my Vex wading bag, a couple of trays of lures, lots of hopes and dreams. I'm going to put you on the chest cam. We're just going to go cast, and the plan this morning is to see if we can disturb a nice lazy lizard, nice flathead, maybe a skippy, maybe see if we can sight cast some schools of tailor or any mullet that are cruising, just to sort of just get something else for a feed tonight. If not, we'll get some exercise, we'll get our steps up. But let's get into it. I'll put you on the chest cam and we'll start casting. Let's go. You. I'm getting a little bit distracted here because I just threw out that 30 gram metal, and second cast, quite a big school of something. They're not massive fish, but it was a large volume of fish. So I've just stayed in the same area. I put the 11 gram, just change the profile, 11 gram shiver stick. And we don't get another follow, I would say it would be over 20 fish just before this front wave here. So we'll just do 2 to 3 casts. See if I can, that's the thing about fishing this time of day. You can, once that cloud cover's gone, you can see what's in the water. That's weird. They followed in the slice 3 times. So if I don't get anything on this shiver stick in the next 2 casts, I'll get something that's going to go down a bit deeper in the water. I don't want to get too distracted because, yeah, the aim is to try to locate a flathead off this beach. But like this morning, I'm going to go really slow. You can see there's a little bit more swell now than from this morning. But let's see. I'll do one more cast. Those fish just must have been cruising. They were like right in just before that sandy wash. Yeah, we'll do one more. Then I might put on a medium size sorry, I'm just having a look at the water, trying to find those fish. Might put on a medium size micro jig. Yeah, this shiver stick, I don't know what they were because there was quite a few that followed that in. They're gone now. Oh no, on, bite, there we go, on the top. That hit that shiver stick on the top. Let's see if there's any other fish with it. Here we go, that didn't take long to find some fish. What have we got here? Is that a small tailor or a good, oh, there's fish busting up at the back now. See what we've got here. They're just following, what have we got? This is a lot of fun. I've got other, it's a feisty hazard. We'll put on a micro jig in a sec. I really want to target a flatty, but that took, what did that take? 2 casts with a shiver stick and a couple of follows with the metal, 30 gram metal. Beauty. All right, we're doing catch and release on these because I've got enough food. They're actually really good size, these herring. That's on the silver shiver stick, 11 gram. All right, bub, we're gonna let you go because I want to get a flatty. I want the 3 metre. I don't know, the profile's a bit different when they're falling in the nets. I don't know if they're herring, but that's really cool. All right, off you pop. He's off. All right, let's put on a micro jig. Really want to chase something else. Let's go. Well, I'm trying to leave another little feisty herring. I'm actually just walked up to some more weed beds on the way back. Just put on the little white and silver 10 gram micro jig, and this thing absolutely smashed it, so we'll get him back in. I am trying to walk back to the car. Oh, and off you hop, and he's away. So I said the weed beds are what you want to be looking for. I actually saw them busting up on the surface, so didn't take long. There's a couple of wines and the whole school just honed in on it, so we'll see if we can get one more while I'm here. But I am walking back now. Such a cracking day. So these beaches are just absolutely covered in herring, so I'm always looking around, making sure I keep an eye out for any disturbance. And I can actually see them on the top of the water, and then right next to that disturbance is some more of these weed beds. So they're obviously just hitting the bait that's holding in these weed beds. So you walk these beaches, you won't get anything for, you could go 10 minutes without a fish, and then all of a sudden you see a school with a bit of activity. So it is a good way to be mobile off these beaches. And so I think that school's gone again. So in that time I hooked and landed that herring. I think that school's moved on to the next bit of beach. So I said I'm going to keep walking back, and I'll just keep changing the profile. No lizard, no flathead for me today, but again, that's okay. We will do another lure change. I think I could have thrown anything into that disturbance, so it was probably easy 50 herring busting up on the surface then, so I don't think they would have been too picky when they were in that mood. So I am heading back to the car, so I'll do another lure change on the way back. Okay, legends, well that's me done. There is a ton of herring off these beaches. There's obviously other species around too. Very calm this morning. That sea breeze is just about to turn for the mid-morning sort of period. Typical, usually, it's been coming later some days, earlier at others. But look, I've had a lot of fun off these local beaches. Had some good fun earlier this morning as well with time before the sun was up. Some mornings you'll hit some Taylor, flathead, skippy, whiting, mulloway, but it's just about getting out there having a crack. It's Monday, can't complain, beautiful day, sun's up, most of the clouds disappeared, sea breeze is just about to come in, and lots of keen people down here on the beach, not working, very jealous, and I'm going to head off now and plan my next mission up the coast the next few days. So thanks for watching as always, stay safe, tight lines, be kind, and we'll see you next time on the water. Cheers.